Please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Now, introducing the starting lineup for the MSVU Mystics. Number 5, Zay Smith. Number 10, Lily Newman. Number 15, Emma Patrick. Number 24, Celine Strickland. Number 25, Victoria Strickland. And now,
On. Good afternoon, ACAA basketball fans. Welcome to Sackville, New Brunswick for the first game of a weekend doubleheader. Not back-to-back games, I should say. Not a doubleheader involving the Mount tomorrow. We'll get into that, what's at stake tomorrow for both these squads. But to tip off our weekend, ladies action, Mount St. Vincent and Mount Allison, and these two games are huge for Mount A for one reason. Oh, and a nice out-of-bounds play for a look early for Kate Fillmore. No good. Zay Smith, she's going to press the defense and finish. 2 points for Zay Smith. Impressive drive from her to start things. Fillmore now. Mount A needing 2 wins to clinch the 3rd spot in the regular season, and we'll talk about why that's important. Oh, and there's Danielle Alexander on the high-low from Sadie Bowen. Welcome back, Sadie. Oh, and the 3 right back from Celine Sturkle. Exactly what you don't want to let her do. Get her feet set and shoot it wide open when you want to make her put the ball on the floor. Looking to go right back to Alexander. She shares it to the corner. Kate Fillmore fills it up. Ties the score at 5 here early. Strickland has her pass tipped, and it's taken away by Grace. Nice pass inside. Tilly to Emma Roberts. 2 more on the board. And the Mounties take their first lead of the game. Zay Smith now inside, trying to go to work on Fillmore. No good, but wide open for three. No good, though. Lily Newberry. Rebound, though, from Empringham. Somehow she avoided a travel and got it to Sturkle for three. Empringham, over 6 boards a game, leads the Mount.
Yeah, Strickland was just a little too energetic with that one right there. Stepped in on defense just before half court. Got the reach-in foul.
Yeah, I think she was a little leftover frustration. Thought maybe the Mount should have got a couple fouls on the other end. Really watching Fillmore there is Newberry, making it tough for even to get it in bounds. Tilly now. Alexander pops. Now Roberts rejects the screen. Skip pass. Tilly, open three. No good. Newberry's going to push to Zay Smith. Smith doesn't want it. Tries to go to Sturkle. That pass tipped. First of the floor are the Mounties. They force a tie-up, but they won the tip, so it's going to stay with the Mount. Mount St. Vincent comes in that 2 spot and guaranteed that 2 spot, so this game means absolutely nothing for them. Although any good team going into playoffs, you want to be playing your best. If I was coaching this squad, I'd be doing the same thing Mark Forward's doing, as a step-back 3 is good from Strickland, their leading scorer, at about 14 a game. You want to be playing your best with confidence going to playoffs, so I would treat it exactly like Forward's treating it. Get my starters in, play this like you need to win. Next time you're on the floor, you do, so let's not create bad habits. That's how I'd treat it. Roberts with a nice screen from Alexander. Tried to go down to Bowen. Strickland, though, got her hands in the way. Turnover, back to the Mount. 3 popped. No good from Newberry. Good kick-ahead pass from Tilly. Run down by Fillmore. Fillmore now gets a double team from Smith. Gets it inside to Bowen. But there is Empringham on the tie-up. It's going to stay with Mount A.
Got a quick little update from Fredericton, or St. Thomas is hosting ACAA volleyball championships. Mount A women are playing Holland currently in the semifinal, and Holland took the first set 25-17. A little bit of surprise, Mount A coming in at first, Holland sitting in 5th actually.
All right.
They beat Mount 3 straight yesterday in the quarterfinal.
Interesting. All right, we'll go to our periodic. Out-of-town scoreboard today is going to involve Mount A volleyball. You're just going to have to deal with it, people, because I want to know this information too, being a volleyball kid myself. 2 at the line for Alexander. We've talked previously. Referee Janet Curry got the hard bounce pass from Alexander out of frustration on missing the first, but she ties it up on the second. She's dipped under 50% from the line for the year, has Danielle. Yeah. Slightly. She can get it back. Roberts rebounds that miss and pushes into Empringham, waiting for Bowen. Bowen turns over her left shoulder. Yeah. Had her hand up, did Jenna Matheson, new into the game for the Mount. Yeah, and her assistant coach is saying exactly what I saw. She started straight up and then just it wasn't even that egregious, but you have the bend of that arm where you don't stay perfectly straight up, they're going to call it if you drop that arm at all, and she dropped it ever so slightly.
There is a reason why they call it a cylinder.
Yep. And 2 for 2 at the line for Sadie. And a 10-8 lead here early for the Mounties. So only by winning 2 this weekend do the Mounties ensure themselves of 3rd place. Wing 3 from Empringham's no good, but she follows her own shot and snags it. Zay Smith now. She turns the corner right into Grace Tilly, and she goes coast to coast for 2. Grace has been Mount A's best player all year. We've given her the Chirp Spire player of the game multiple times up here, Ian. And wouldn't be surprised for her to get it again today. Coming into the game, for the Mounties for Danielle Alexander is going to be Nora Miller. Yeah, so the reason why getting third place is so important to the Mounties is that way you avoid Stu until the finals.
Exactly.
And right now, that is extremely important because Stu are the winners of, let me make sure I've got this straight, 17 in a row after losing their first game of the season. And they've given up an average. They ended the season giving up an average of 47. That's right, I said 47 points a game defensively.
That's got to be the stingiest defense in the country, or close to it.
It can't be far off. If it's not, I'd like to see who's averaging, giving up less than 47 a game. And they can score the ball, which makes it even worse. Wing three, no good. Sturkle got the rebound, but missed the easy right-handed layup. Oh, good outlet to Tilly. Oh, knocked away. Good hands from Zay Smith. Really quick hands because Grace was in the midst of, yeah, that's a double dribble. Grace was in the midst of crossing it over just for that reason to avoid Zay Smith's quick hands. Still didn't matter.
Yeah, a double dribble called on Mount St. Vincent, just ball down off the hip and down onto the floor again.
That's right.
Don't see it called a lot, but it does happen.
It's the right call.
Oh, not arguing that at all.
Yeah.
As a former official and two-guard, I'm with you on that one.
As a former two-guard and critic of officials, three from the top from Sadie Bowen, no good. There's Grace Tilly following it, missing an easy left-hander, a little frustrated. And then Emma Roberts, volleyball spikes it out of bounds. Speaking of volleyball. Reset the lineups here in a minute, fans. We've had some subs. Handling it is Alyssa Bryce up top for the Mount. Oh, taken away nicely there by Miller. Doesn't have numbers. Oh, and she tries to pull it back. What a terrible bounce for the Mount, but Mount A didn't take advantage as another miss bunny inside, this time from Bowen, who'd like that one back. Roberts is going to check out Ava Godfrey, the second year out of the Miramichi. A former Pulamu into the game. So 12-9, 4:35 clock running first quarter here from Sackville University. Or Mount A, and Sackville, New Brunswick. I'll get it right. I'm scrambling to get here. I'm still out of breath a little bit, so my brain is not gotten all the oxygen it needs yet.
Still glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. Good sharing of the ball from the Mounties. How about that finish? Grace Tilly with the sweet kiss. Difficult avoiding that contact. Little Euro stepping in the middle of it. Finding a way to kiss it off the glass for two, and the lead is 5 for Mount A. And Birmingham, great box out from Tilly. Off the miss, she really put up her butt into Matheson, kept her out of the way. Miller shares to Tilly. Godfrey, nice attack of that closeout by Godfrey. Can't get it to go, but there was Bowen on the box out. And Empringham had to knock it out of her hands or else give up a layup. Sadie's going to check out, and Alexander returns. Tilly comes and gets it. They clear the side for her, but she can't get anything going, so she has a cutter there, Fillmore, but Fillmore, really good defense from the Mount there. They kept Tilly contained, and then the cutter, they had 3 bodies there to get the hands up on Fillmore. Just didn't have a lot of movement in that possession, did the Mounties. Good defense again, that time from Miller. Oh, taking it away from Alexander was Zay Smith. And I think we're going to have our first timeout here. We are not just yet. Fillmore's going to check out. And Roberts is going to check in.
Sorry, I flinched when the microphone got put down on the table.
You did. You're all right. Just don't.
One of those AV tech reflexes. Hear noises when you're going, please don't let the speaker blow. Cringe. Away we go. But all good.
Zay Smith makes 2 at the line. Narrows that lead to 3. Tilly. Operating against Sarah Grucci into the game for the Mount. Mount doing a really good job these last few possessions defensively, not letting Mount A get into any other stuff. New sub in. Empringham's going to check out. And returning is Jenna Matheson. Oh, nice cut from Tilly, but just moving too fast. Rushed it a little bit. She could have come down with 2 hands and gone up more controlled, but nice hands on the other end by Miller, knocking that away from Bryce. Inside. Oh, they let her turn over her right shoulder. You can't let her do that. Danielle Alexander. That's going to be 2 points every single time you let her catch it and go over her shoulder like that. Zay Smith driving hard on Tilly. She's going to go to the line for 2. Oh, sorry, that's Godfrey, excuse me. Oh, I had this problem last week at the Final 12 in St. John, the high school championships, which were fantastic. I am on the verge of getting glasses. It'll be next week as soon as the season ends when I get my glasses. And I'm
for distance?
Yeah.
As opposed to your cheat sheet.
Because right now, when I look on the court, and if it's Grace or Ava, I'm like squinting because they are similar builds, ponytails, blondes. So I can't do it right now. Alexander on the drive. She's going to go up for 2. So if you're sitting there at home going, why does he keep calling Grace Ava or vice versa? It's because I'm...
At least for today, Ava has her hair up, that ponytail up in a bun, but it takes a little harder to register that on the move.
I'm still not bright. I'm just not that bright. Ava's got, yes, you're right. The hair's different today, so I have no excuse. But
most days it's usually they're in the same pony. Yeah, I get it. Just a reminder, everybody, that if they want to have a conversation with us, let us shout out from either team, who you're supporting,
or make fun of me.
That we'll take that. Both of us. We'll take that anytime.
I'll take that.
They can reach out through our MTA Mounties-ACAA YouTube page and watch the game there, and join in on the YouTube chat. Those of you watching through the ACAA TV, that's not available through that.
Gotcha.
Through that site. But if you go directly to YouTube and our channel, then you can comment with us.
Good a time as any to remind everybody this webcast is powered by Sports Canada TV. Thank you to Sports Canada TV. Yeah, Mounties are just having trouble just getting the ball in bounds right now. The Mount are really stepping up.
Yeah, they stepped out at full court pressure.
Yeah.
I know what Coach Ford at this point is using that basic because you've got to play full court pressure against Stu when they wind up they wind up meeting them in the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the teams come up with at playoff time with Stu to try to score on them.
Getting that open shot is tough against them.
Absolutely, it's almost impossible. Zay Smith dances into the key, misses a bank shot, gets her own rebound. One thing we haven't talked about with her yet, she's in the top 10 in the conference in rebounding. And that's going to be 2 on Grace. Yep, and she's going to have to check out. So that's going to be a storyline now. So missing that second one was Smith, and then a hand check one. Oh, yeah. I have the same complaint as the Mount St. Vincent bench.
Hasn't been getting called all year.
After all
Why
that,
call it in the last game of the season?
After all that contact, that's
and all the contact's been in here too.
Yeah, in this game so far, this season so far, and you're going to call that one? That's
cut down the injuries in the key, because that's where a lot of that contact, heavy contact, where players get hurt. That's where they need to concentrate on that. Yes, technically, that was a foul. However, the Mount A player had already beat her, was already a step past her, and the contact had no effect on the play. Let it go.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Oh, Alexander runs down that miss. Now, no longer the leading rebounder in the league. Now, second leading rebounder in the league. Danielle, oh, that's a nice touch. Again, don't let her get over that left shoulder. You're playing with fire. Ainsley Green now leading the conference in rebounding at over 11 a game. Been on a real run lately as Ainsley. Oh, yeah. Now it's Coach Tom Scavara's turn to go, okay.
Bump and drop.
I kind of like that. I kind of agree with that call, though. That one, I didn't agree with the last one. That one, no, am I wrong?
A little bit of bump and drop.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, there was contact. Yes, it got the level of the contact was exaggerated a little bit.
A little bit.
But it's still one of those ones. On any day, it's a 50-50 call on that one.
It's a good sell more than a flop for me on that one.
Yeah, and the concept is at that point, at least you know the officials are paying attention to the shooters and trying to protect the shooters in that key. I'll take a couple of close calls going the wrong way.
If it protects the shooters. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear you. Victoria Mumford was the player who was the beneficiary of that call and made 2 for 2 at the line, the first-year player of Fall River. The home of former Mountie Brennan Ferguson. Oh, nice take and one. Grace Tilley. Now I'm not messing around anymore. Pardon me. Ava Godfrey, I did it again. I'm not messing around anymore. Enough of these missed lefty lay-ins.
And I believe that would be Matheson's second foul.
I think it is 2. Yep, you were correct. 2 on Matheson.
First quarter, I can usually keep track.
Yeah, you're good. You're doing a good job over there.
After that,
who's a good boy? Second one down. For who? Ava. Don't call me Grace. Godfrey. Roberts watching Newberry closely up top. A handoff to Bryce. Ooh, nice position inside. Look at that scrambling help from the Mounties. Forcing a kick out. That was great work by the Mounties inside. Godfrey on the catch and the share to Roberts. The Mounties turn good defense into offense and push this lead to 8 now. Under 16 on the clock. Almost banking in a 3 there. From the wing was Bryce, but Sturkle, patient on the rebound. Gets over her left shoulder and finishes now 5 left. Godfrey picked it up in the wrong spot, turned it over. Now, oh boy, that almost turned into a disaster at the buzzer from the Mounties. Is that 3 from distance almost banked in by Impringham, but we're going to go to that first quarter break. The Mounties up 6, and we'll thank our sponsors. Mounties Women's Basketball would like to thank our gracious sponsors for their support in making this season possible. Gold level sponsor, Harrison's Home Hardware in Amherst. Garnet level sponsors, Lawford Properties, Lacey Fisher Realty, Fetter's Place, Chirps Bar, and Russell Metals. Mounties Women's Basketball is proud to be partnered with these local businesses in the spirit of community engagement. And again, webcast powered by Sports Canada TV, thank you. And at the end of the game, my esteemed co-hosts and I will be selecting the Chirps Bar Player of the Game, which we could have renamed the Chirps Bar Grace Tilley Player of the Game.
Close to it.
Pretty much this season, because even when we didn't give it to her,
she was in the running.
We probably could have. And yeah, Grace has been unbelievable all year. Banged up previous seasons, coming back from a host of injuries, and just the Mounties' best player almost every game. 13 a game on 35% from 3. That's a really good number. That's one of the best numbers in the league. She makes almost 80% of her free throws. 5.5 boards, 3.5 assists, steals. She's intense. She's the first to the floor. She's a leader. All the girls love her. I mean, she, you know, bakes cakes for little children. Like, she just does everything. So don't quote me on the little children thing. I don't know if she bakes cakes, but I just presume because she's good at it all. So she's been absolutely invaluable for them this year. When we're getting the first quarter stats from our
that's right. We could probably throw this.
Our lovely stat assistants. Yeah, you can throw that up too, eh? So, Zay Smith leading the Mystics in the first quarter with 7 points and 4 boards already. We said her at her size, one of the top 10 rebounders in the league. There's a reason for that. Just so hard-nosed. Zay Smith, Celine Sturkle with 5 for the Mounties. Danielle Alexander on 3 for 3 from the field, but only, again, 1 for 4 from the line for her 7 points and also 4 boards. Grace Tilley, 4 boards, 4 points, 3 boards, 3 steals already for Grace. So, again, for those of you that missed the start, and we'll reset the lineups here. We got new people in to start this quarter. But the importance of this game for the Mounties. Oh, Sturkle, you can't leave her. You got to be in her pocket out there. Force her to put the ball on the floor, especially if you're Sadie Bowen. Got all the athleticism over her right now with those knee problems. Mountie, nice feed from AA. New onto the floor, Addie Albert shares with Miller, and Nora banks it home. Addie, good defense over there on Strickland. Empringham now trying to operate against Miller. Miller knocks it away. Empringham has to get it back out to Strickland. To Sturkle. That was better. Hand right up in her face. And Addie Albert rips that rebound away. But immediately gets tied up by Strickland. However, Arrow's going to stay with the Mounties. So Addie Albert. About as good a first 48 seconds you can get. Fresh off the bench. A nice assist, a stop, and a rebound. Robertson. Pardon me. Matea Hansen new onto the floor for the Mounties. Miller now looking for Hansen. 6 on the clock. Albert's going to have to create something against Strickland. And she does. Baseline. Oh, can't get the floater to go. And there's Smith again for her 5th rebound already. Knocking it out off the Mounties. Going to back to Mount St. Vincent. Little dribble handoff to Smith from Bryce. Another tip pass. Strickland able to come get it, but there's Smith. Oh, nice hustle from Strickland. Get it out for Empringham. Creating a wide open 3 for Smith. Good box out from the Mounties. Miller snagging it, but then knocked away by Strickland. It bounced right to Bryce. Will that stay with the Mounties? It will. See, that's what the Mounties got to do a little bit to loosen up this a little bit. Have that pass over the top. But it's more difficult in the girls' game. We don't have a lot of, quarterbacks to throw that ball the length of the floor. Kate Fillmore. She's got Sturkle on her. She should take her, but she gets rid of it. Got a mismatch over there with Kate on being watched by Sturkle. She's got to take advantage of that right now, but she's not. Miller going baseline. Can't get it to Hansen. Boy, you get Sturkle matched up on you if you're Kate Fillmore. Go at her,
please. Yeah.
Go at her. I mean, Celine, hey, look.
Step in, contact, spin around, and go spin off and go around.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Sturkle can't make that adjustment, foot adjustment quickly.
She can't. And it's
it's about the only thing she can't do.
Right. It's not an insult to Celine. She's had so many knee injuries. She just doesn't move the way she used to.
Yeah.
So you spread the floor, you're going to get an opportunity, especially someone like Kate. Exactly what the Mount did on the other end for Bryce there. They just spread the floor for her, and she just went right at, I believe it was Hansen.
Yep, and that was Hansen's second.
Second, right? So Mystics are the more physical team right now, as Newberry checks back in. They're being physical defensively, forcing the Mounties out of all their actions. And defensively, they're just not letting Mount A catch the ball. There's Smith watching Albert. Albert. Nice job beating that press. Miller, it's going to be a travel. Nice defense there by Impringham.
Yeah, she knew that baseline was going to be used, and Miller just saw that last second and couldn't quite hold the step up.
Yep. The Mounties are still doing a good job on this end, but we've seen how the physicality of the Mount. Mount's got a couple of rebounds. They've had it knocked away. Albert, another nice job on Strickland. Drive by Newberry on Bowen. The fake, the up and under. The finish, my goodness. Albert rips it back from Strickland, who's trying to take it from her. Miller now, down to Bowen, give and go. But pass too low, so Miller couldn't handle it easily. Addie Albert was trying to get it to Kate Fillmore, but she'd been bumped off her line. And Mount coaching staff doesn't understand why.
Hand was on the ball clean.
Yeah.
However, even from here, I'm pretty certain I saw other contact, especially body and on the arm.
But it looked to me like Smith created that by going in, right? Most of that contact. Yeah. So most of the time, though, you're going to get hit with that swipe down, but she caught all ball on that. So not an egregious no call to me. Not an egregious one.
It's a borderline one.
Yeah. I wouldn't have argued if there would have been a call.
Oh, no.
It's another one of those 50-50 ones where you can't really argue either way. Step back three, Strickland, no good. Another offensive rebound, Impringham. This time, Danielle Alexander comes and rips it away. She wants to push, doesn't have numbers, gets it back to Fillmore. Oh, gorgeous! Oh, leaves Impringham on the deck and drops a dime on Bowen for the lay-in and the lead back to the Mounties. Smith inside to Newberry now, swings it to Impringham. Impringham wants to go on Alexander. That's a travel, yeah, absolutely. The extra step there. Alexander didn't go for that initial fake. Addie Albert, that's a good 4 minutes out of her off the bench. Really good defense on Strickland. Couple boards and assist.
Sarah Mallard's in.
Mallard comes in for her.
Yep.
Her first appearance of the day. That's a better press break. Roberts comes down with it.
Quick shout out from Calgary from Jerry Mumford. Let's go Mounties. Nice pass, Kate.
Mumfords. I love the Mumfords. Nice position inside for Alexander. Had it knocked away, but she had to climb her back to get to it. Nice to hear from you, Jerry. I'm very happy that despite their daughter's unbelievable career, and she's moved on, one of my favorite Mounties boys or girls of all time is your daughter, Jerry. I hope the family's doing well. Good to hear from you. Give us an update on everybody on the chat. I want to know. I don't use Tinder. I don't use Twitter anymore or Tinder. It shows where my mind's at today. I don't use Twitter anymore, so I don't talk to Jerry on there anymore the way I used to. So now I need you to update me on the chat, Jerry. Oh, nice rebound inside by Mallard, but she looked like she was pushed.
I'd call it a bump, but it's one of those ones that's borderline.
Again,
it was a body-to-body contact, so a little more leeway involved with that one.
And it goes along with how they've been calling. Oh, and a three in the face of Roberts there. Mallard, pardon me. From, that was Newberry. And the lead is 2 from the Mount. Oh, nice move from Mallard. Oh, no, that was Roberts, excuse me. Impringham turns the corner. Really good defense, though, by Mallard. They got caught up, and I saw them having to call switch. So Mounties don't want to switch on these, but I see them. They're communicating well. Like, switch, or get through. So they're not switching everything. More good screening action. Zay Smith on the drive. Nicely done there by Fillmore, staying straight, but again, A steal off the initial action after the rebound. That is 4 times now the Mounties have gotten a rebound and then either right out of their hands or off the initial outlet pass. They've gotten it knocked away. And the Mount A fans are starting to get on the refs here a little bit. Like, that was a foul clearly on Zay Smith. And that's her second, by the way, I think, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that's a big call. And Mountie fans are getting angry, yelling every time you're going to call it. Well, no, because they're playing physically without fouling a lot. That was a foul, clearly. But that pass, wow. Nice move from Roberts. Open 3 in the corner, no good by Mallard, but look at the hustle by Mallard. That's all Sarah Mallard. Nice recovery from Alexander. Dropped the dime on Bowen, but that was all Sarah Mallard. Really good hustle. Beat 2 Mystics to the ball off her own miss in the corner. Knocked it to Danielle, who made a really nice pass to Sadie for the lay-in. And we're tied. Good box out again for the Mounties, but again, they can't squeeze it cleanly. These Mystics being super aggressive off every rebound. Bowen gets over her shoulder. Beautiful. There's a rebound. Mallard up and in. Look at Sarah Mallard's minutes off the bench. Really important as she's helped the Mounties wrestle the lead back. Another good box out for the Mounties. They get it double team in the corner, but she gets rid of it quick, does Roberts. Gets it right back from Bowen. Roberts on the push. Oh, that was there, but it got tipped. Mallard with a nice cut. Beautiful defense from the Mount, and Bryce came out with it. Oh, a bad pass there from Kaylee Whiffen. Read perfectly by Bowen. She stepped right in and snagged it. Fillmore on the attack. Boy, lots of contact there as well, but looked like she walled her up. And Kate just dribbled into it.
Contact was definitely called by Fillmore coming on that one.
Yep.
Quick update from Fredericton. 4-2 for Mount A in the third set right now. Between Holland and Mount A, the second set was back and forth pretty much all the way through the set. Holland pulled ahead at the end to win 25-20, so they've got a 2-0 lead.
No.
Puts Mount A behind, sort of right on the, giving it to it right now. They've got a winner. They're done.
And what's the score in the third?
We are now 4-2 for Mount A.
All right. I see a historic comeback happening. All right. So fans, if you're wondering why the out-of-town scoreboard is volleyball today, it's because we're the only game in town.
Yep.
It's all Mount A all weekend in the ACAA. We got a girls and boys game today and a girls and boys game tomorrow. Tomorrow, especially if the Mounties pull out a win today, tomorrow is massive for both. And the Mounties have to win one of their 2 games this weekend to clinch the final playoff spot in the – yes.
No, for men's, they have to beat Kings tomorrow.
Right.
But no matter what. If
that's right.
They win today and lose tomorrow,
right.
Kings will pull Kings ahead.
So they have to win tomorrow no matter what.
Today's would be nice for the guys.
Today's would be a bonus.
For the guys, but
tomorrow
not necessary.
Yes, my fault. Yes, exactly. They have to beat Kings tomorrow to get the final qualifying spot. The Mounties, if they win today, the girls, if they win tomorrow, they get that 3rd spot and avoid, not that getting the Mount in the semifinals is a treat.
But it's not Stu.
But it's not Stu, and Stu has won 17 games in a row while giving up about 45 points a game because they gave up in the 60s in that first one when they lost, I think, if I remember right. Oh, climbing the back for that rebound. Good box out from Fillmore. That looked like an offensive foul on Matheson, which would have been her 3rd, but they didn't call it. Again, letting a lot go of the refs today, which I don't mind. It's a physical game, and it's been fair both ways. That's the first one where I've really been like, I don't know. Fillmore with a good box out. Just got her back climbed. Good defense there from Godfrey. And the Mounties, more good box outs. And Tilly back on the floor with her 2 as well. So it's Fillmore, Tilly, Godfrey, Alexander, and Mallard. The 5 for Mount A. We'll reset the Mount here in a second. Matheson. So they're putting bigger players on on Fillmore. Nice decision from Godfrey. Wide open three. And then she nails the box out and gets the offensive rebound off the Mallard miss. Good swing from Mallard. Tilly from the top of the key for three. No good. There's Godfrey again, and the pass to Mallard. Didn't really handle it well. Alexander for three. Not that Mallard didn't catch that well. It was just kind of an awkward bounce. It was a hard bounce pass. She had to really kind of get off her feet almost to catch it. Inside to Sturkle. Yeah, three in the key. And the Mount bench is upset. They wanted several fouls called, I think, before that. But again, I thought that, especially the Alexander defense out top, she took it right on the chest.
Oh, that contact was great defense.
I thought it was too. They were really upset about it. They thought that was a bump. That's not been called either way, with good reason. That's just good defense.
Three in the key call is definitely the first one I've seen here since Christmas.
Yeah, and that was
holidays.
It was a good call. They gave her 5, really.
Yeah,
they gave Celine 5 in there.
Generally, officials are told it's basically you're counting 1, 2, 3. Whistle, so if they're not moving by the time you're ready to blow on about 3.5 or 4 seconds,
and you're right about the movement as a nice drive finish from Godfrey, who's been really good here the last couple minutes in the lead now 4. But you're right, even if they're moving on that 4 and they're not out yet, they'll still let it go. Usually, as long as they get moving.
If they're either driving to the hoop with the ball, or unless if they're stepping away from the hoop, unless it's a direct release. It'll get called down there, but if they're just on their way out of the key, it's no effect on the play to speak of, so they let it go.
Mounties, what a defensive possession for Mount A. Almost had a 5-second call.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah, and then Sturkle had it with 7 seconds left and couldn't get a shot off. At the last second, there was Tilly smacking it away as she turned over her left shoulder. So 4-point lead now. And Mount A has really picked up the physicality here to match the Mount the last few minutes, which you really got to be encouraged by. There's Mallard. Good save by Impringham. Doing I'm sorry to make this painful for all you Canadian hockey fans, doing a Connor Hellebuck impression there. Oh, beautiful cut off the inbounds. Can't finish that time. Quintilli. Godfrey set her up on a platter. There's been some missed bunnies here from Mount A that they'd love back. More great defense from Alexander. Godfrey watching Matheson like a hawk. There's Tilly right up in Sturkle, forcing that miss. And she's going to be on the run out, sharing it with Fillmore, who shares it right back. Gorgeous from Fillmore. Back to Tilly. And the Mountie lead is now 6. A little 9-0 run here from the Mounties after they gave up that lead. 3 from the wing. And look at the box out from Alexander.
We have a rather enthusiastic fan in the stands.
Me too. I was kind of letting him go. He was. I don't know if you can hear that, fans, but I don't know. He might be doing a comedy routine instead of a troll routine from the crowd. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But he wasn't happy with Circle not being called for over the back. I don't think it was over the back at all. I think it was a battle for the rebound.
It was close, but she was clean around and got onto the ball. So
no. Alexander just didn't. So at the buzzer for 3, off the front rim. Mallard thought she had it. But what a great finish to that quarter by the Mounties. Stifling defense and got physical at the offensive end with the Mount, and that results in a 37-31 halftime lead for the girls. We'll see you back here in about 15.
Yours.
And welcome back for the second half of the first game of 2 games this weekend. Live from McCormick Gym and campus of Mount Allison University in Sackville, New Brunswick, here on ACA TV or the Mount A YouTube feed, wherever you're seeing us from. Thanks for Sports Canada TV for powering the webcast. I'm Dave Tingley, class of 99. I'm here at Mount A, but purely, completely, and totally no bias on my part in any of this, even though the Mount is our sworn enemy, and I'm a Mount A. I bleed garnet gold, but no bias here.
I think you bleed garnet gold far more you do in the red and white of Riverview.
Oh yeah,
and that's saying something because I know how much you go for that. Yeah. Go for your alma mater.
Yeah. So yes. Oh yeah. When I do high school games, there's a drinking game that people have about me mentioning Riverview High School and Mount A when I do high school games. So luckily you don't have to deal with as much of that here when you listen to me doing college games. But yeah, we'll keep her non-biased.
And we're just waiting a second to clock on our display. There we go. We're caught up now. Almost. There it is. It's just a little bit of a delay on the feed from the score bot down at the table.
That's all right. The Mount fans were too busy laughing at my suggestion that I was impartial. Jay Smith starts off the second half.
I think that was me that was laughing at that, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Nice move from Zay. She's into double figures, 11 points, 4 boards, and an assist so far for her. She was the leading scorer in the first half with 9. For the Mount. Mount A can't come right back as missed 3 from the wing by Tilly, and Smith's going to push. Newberry, man, got all the way to the glass. Good box out by Alexander. That is going to be her 9th of the game already, on the way to a double-double for her. Fillmore with a right thought to drop that to Bowen, but another kick save there, this time from Newberry.
Yeah, and we do have a YouTube shout out from Michelle Simard, who I believe is parent. I don't know if it's parent or sister of Caitlin Simard.
Yeah.
Congratulations, seniors! Let's go Mounties!
Absolutely.
This is seniors weekend. Those will be given out. Those players will
tomorrow.
be yeah.
And there's an early seniors present back to us from Grace. One of those seniors that will be honored tomorrow. Yeah. Tilly knocking down a 3, pushing the lead back to 7. There's Sturkle. Get in her pocket. She can't get it off. If she gets it off, she's going to make it. Have you met her before? Her name's Celine Sturkle. She makes 3s. She makes another one. Oh,
usually
nice
from anywhere.
Bowen. Yeah.
Just don't let her get set.
She's got, in a small town like this, she's got in the town range. And Zay Smith starts off the second half real strong, and she's going to go to the line for 2 more. At the other end, though, how about that move from Sadie Bowen? Knocking in that foul line jumper. Gorgeous from her.
Yeah. Another quick update from St. Thomas and Fredericton, where the ACA volleyball championships are. Mm-hmm. Mount Allison, after losing the first 2 sets, came back and beat Holland 25-13 in the third.
And let me guess, they're winning the fourth.
Yeah, 11-4.
Ah! I told you the comeback was coming. Where have they turned it around there, volleyball analysts? Can you tell, or have you been paying too much attention to the basketball game?
No, I haven't quite been watching. I've been watching basketball a little bit more because this has been a great game to watch.
Oh, Bowen can't get the roll, and Zay Smith gets the rebound. She's going to push. 5-point lead. Well cut off there. Excellent job from Roberts, and then Fillmore gets her hand in. Kick out to Newberry. Newberry curls all the way around again. There's that fake. Didn't go for it that time, did Roberts. And Alexander, good push. Beautiful drop off from Bowen. Gets her own rebounds and puts it back. Good drop off there from Tilly, but credit Alexander for that box out and that long outlet to Tilly that got them that 2-on-1, that eventually got them that hoop. Get in her pocket. Screen and roll. Attack there from Strickland. Back out. Sturkle on the offensive glass. Didn't feel like there was a foul there. I think that was a good call. I think Alexander pretty much stayed straight up. She didn't get into that. She didn't fall into the trap of dropping that arm as Sturkle went up. Long distance three. Side rims out there from Roberts. Alexander can't chase it down, so it's going to go back to the Mount. Stuck 7 here. 6:51 on the clock. Third quarter. The Mount, again, doesn't mean anything to them in the standings. But I like how the coaching staff is playing it. Play it out like
once
a real
their
game.
Once their head's in the right place. Going into playoffs next weekend.
That's right.
At Mount St. Vincent.
It does, yeah, at the Mount next weekend, absolutely. They host it down there. And that's a home court advantage. Don't you think it isn't?
A little less than it used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
Those end walls are still awfully tight.
Yeah.
Because they've got the new bleachers in and then new bleachers in on that near side, so they just shifted everything over. Benches are over against the far wall without spectators sitting in their back pockets. I'm sure there are coaches much happier about that.
Back when Plato was the coach in the days that I played, back when Rick Plato was coaching the boys at Mount St. Vincent, and they were good year after year after, just kind of like they are now under new management. It felt like they had 6 players on the floor when they were playing that zone press or the man-to-man press. They played press, and it felt like there were 6 guys on the floor in that box of a gym. Boy. So knocked out of bounds. The Mount has narrowed the lead by 1 starting the second half since the half. Pardon me, same distance, 37-31 to start the half. Excuse me. So 6 points right where we left off. Fillmore trying to drop it down to Bowen. Good sink from Zay Smith. Mount A lucky that she didn't pick that off. Back into the game for the Mount is Bryce. 4 points for her in the first half off the bench. Oh, nice play for Tilly for a wide open 3. Money! Grace Tilly bangs it through and the lead swells to 9. Fillmore watching Zay Smith. Yeah, it's a good call. Rode her hip. Mount A bench doesn't like it, but it's a good call. Smith just does a really good job of when she gets that 1 or 2 dribbles away from the basket, does a great job of, if I want to call, I better get my body into that person and getting whether it's Fillmore, whether it's Bowen, doesn't matter. Point guard, she finds a way of getting her body into yours and creating the advantage and getting to the line.
Causing contact rather than creating contact.
That is a freaking beautiful way of describing it. How have I not thought of that before?
Well, I haven't thought of it before either. I don't know. But
I'm jealous. I'm stealing it from you.
Fair enough.
Yep. Creating instead of causing. I love that. I'm going to use that as a coach, too. Tilly gets to the hoop again, up off the glass, and gets her own rebound. 12 now, back on the shot clock. Bowen comes to meet it, looks inside for Alexander. Oh, good catch, but she can't finish. A little fadeaway. Rebounded there by Matheson, and now Smith on the push. Inside Sturkle. Now she's going to go to the line. Yeah, that's a mismatch. That's the 2 things you can't let Celine do. And she used to be able to do it much easier before all the injuries. She used to be able to, you couldn't stop her from getting
low post
to that point in the post.
Most of the guys in the league wouldn't have stopped her.
Nope, absolutely not. So you can't let her get there. Again, just like Alexander getting over her left shoulder, you can't let it happen. It's going to be 2 points or a free throw trip. And you can't let her stand still at the 3-point line with the ball in her hands. You just can't.
That low post situation, same as Alexander. Once they've got position, they'll create the space, use their body to shield. They've both got good wingspan to try and be able to keep the ball out of reach, and they know where they're going to.
Yeah, so I mean, Celine can't move. She can't explode off the floor or move laterally like she used to. But that doesn't mean she's not a great athlete. She's still a great athlete. More tip passes. Good job there by Fillmore. But good challenge defensively there from Matheson, forcing that miss, and now she pushes. Strickland, watched tightly there by Tilly. Circle, she's going to spin back. No, she fakes the spin. Oh, beautiful pass. Just not able to be handled cleanly by Matheson. She's going to have to go late in the clock against Alexander. Alexander with the block. And to add insult to injury, she threw it off of Matheson's face out of bounds.
And if it hadn't hit Matheson and gone out by the time I got to the sideline, it was going to be a shot clock.
It was going to be a shot clock violation.
That's defense.
I love the fact that it wasn't. I love the fact that she bounced it off her face. No insult to Ms. Matheson. She's played a really good game so far in her 8 minutes defensively and on the boards. Just, that was enjoyable as a Mount A fan. And the bench loved it. There's some sort of dance routine going on over there, honoring Danielle, I think. I have to get the inside scoop on that one. Tilly. Or not. Maybe we won't for our own protection. Oh, the block. Yeah, is that going to be a foul? Yep. That's a good call. I mean, maybe the referee standing right in front of it didn't call it. So I get that, arguing that point if you're a...
Sometimes that official is a little further off, like they get switched there. The official down the corner was basically looking through players to see what was going through the two players. The official up top, even though they were further out, waited a second to see if the official on the baseline had a call, and then made the call because they had the good view in between the players.
Yeah.
And that's where you got to try, as an official, that's got to be your goal for sight line, just between that offensive and defensive player.
Yeah, and it looked to me like a pretty obvious hack. And a bad turnover coming back from the Mount. Kind of thrown at the feet of Sturkle there. The pass from Alyssa Bryce. But 1-2 at the line for Alexander. And her struggles there continue. 2 for 6 on the afternoon right now from the line for Danielle. Bowen spins on Sturkle. But Sturkle with the recovery and the block. Bryce now able to push it. Challenges Godfrey. Knocked away, though, in between Matheson's legs out of bounds. So a few just careless plays here from the Mount. As returning is Newberry. 5 points and a rebound in the first half for Newberry. But really good defense on Tilly. Tilly, 6 points in the first. She's had in and out from the wing by Roberts. Look who gets it and scores it.
Godfrey.
That's Godfrey. Continuing her really good minutes from the first half. 5 points, 2 boards, and a steal in only 8 minutes. There's an offensive rebound and a putback out of the Pulamu product.
And a free throw.
And a free throw.
And a free throw.
And down it goes. So the three-pointer for Roberts went in and out, and another just weird, careless turnover from the Mount.
Coach Forward looking at the okay, what just happened there?
What did we just do?
And I think the answer is, I missed it. Sorry, Coach.
I flubbed it.
At that point, you're going, okay.
Yeah. Roberts. And look, someone's got a problem there. Who is it that's kneeling over? Is it Newberry, I think? It is Newberry. Yeah, it looked like she took a shot somewhere.
Oh, over there.
Yeah. Didn't see where it happened.
The way she's holding it almost looks like she got an elbow or a shoulder right in the lower jaw.
Yeah, and the chin, like the throat area kind of really. That's where she's holding it. Because she gave up a wide. She didn't have her hands up when Robert shot that three and then didn't look at the rebound. So
timeout called by Mystics.
Yeah. So it's going to stay here. So we'll thank our sponsors.
Sure.
Get that nonsense out of the way.
It's good nonsense.
No, it's excellent nonsense. Mounties Women's Basketball would like to thank our gracious sponsors for their support in making this season possible. Gold level sponsor, Harrison's Home Hardware in Amherst. And our Garnet level sponsors, Lawford Properties, Lacey Fisher Realty, Fenner's Place, Chirps Bar, and Russell Metals. Mounties Women's Basketball is proud to be partnered with these local businesses in the spirit of community engagement. And we again thank Sports Canada TV for powering the webcast and remind everybody at the end of the game, we're going to have a Chirps Bar player of the game. For the Mounties, right now it's Danielle Alexander in that pole position for that one, I think. Ian.
Yeah, Godfrey's also had a good game. If Mallard comes out and gets a fair number of minutes this half, there's a possibility too.
Yeah, Mallard was really good off the bench in those minutes. And, of course, anybody thinks that Grace Tilley's not going to make a run for it. They're crazy. So coming out of that timeout, 11 points to lead now, and its story has been the Mount not taking care of the ball. I mean, just weird, bizarre, careless turnovers. 4 of them in the last little bit, and there's almost a turnover by the Mounties because Zay Smith is just a pest like that. She ain't gonna let you catch nothing easy. Zay Smith, yeah, and now they've got kind of an awkward spot. No, I guess they can go back. They can't go back court.
Oh, there, yeah.
So that's a nice job by Godfrey. Oh, and good defense. Yeah, that was really nicely done by Matheson.
Shut down really well.
Yeah, that was really physical too. Gave her no shot to get rid of that ball to Bowen. Refusing the screen. Oh, gorgeous from Mallard. Another really good defensive play from Sarah Mallard. Smith did a really good job rejecting that screen, but Mallard swiped down on her, read it like a book. Open 3, no good. There's Mallard again. Turnaround. Ooh, Sarah Mallard. Showing off her game at both ends right now. Goodness. Smith turns the corner. Really good. That's going to be a travel. Yeah, really good job by Roberts. This is where, we're talking about avoiding Stu in the playoffs right now. If I'm one of the other teams in the play, I want to avoid Mount A as much as possible right now. The way they're starting to roll with the lineups that Coach Scabar has knocked away nicely at half court. And Smith's going to drive and going to go to the line for 2 free throws. That was really good hands from Victoria Mumford into the game for.
Fillmore was trying to figure out what was going on. They were just not questioning that was a foul. It wasn't even close.
Not even close. But yeah,
yes.
When the Mounties.
Hey, sorry, my little celebrations from volleyball.
Oh, are they up to 2-2 now?
It's 2-2, 2 sets to 2. Mount A came back, won the 4 set 25-19. So they're going to go to a 5th set for 15 points to determine who's going to be the other finalist.
Along with
UNBSJ, who defeated St. Thomas 3 straight sets, if I remember correctly, earlier today.
Oh. So extending the pressure here again is the Mount. Mounty's doing a really good job. Didn't even need the middle safety there on that one to beat it. But wasted a lot of time on the clock, did the Mount. Now it's inside 10. Good cut from Mallard. That's a difficult finish, though. Again, I want to see the Mounties come down on 2 feet. Oh, look at the defense from Tilley. Give me that. Takes it from Smith. Mallard now being watched. Yeah, there was 3 or 4 maybe that could have been called there, but I don't blame Jenna Matheson, pardon me. There's 2 Mathesons on the floor in the game, for the Mount. So pardon me if I've confused. It's Kelsey and Jenna. Jenna number 21. She's been really quiet in her 11 minutes today. Only 2 boards. She's got 2 fouls. That's her 3rd now. Yeah, so we'll see if they sub her out. They're making no move to.
Even though Jenna Matheson's a second-year player, she's still a solid defensive player. Like she can guard almost anybody in the league as long as she stays under control.
Oh, she's terrific.
Yeah.
That was really nice job by Tilley. Oh, boy. I thought that was going down. Looked good from Fillmore. Matheson, though, Jenna cleared the rebound. Empringham now trying to get to the glass. No good. Cut off. Creates a wide open 3. Just shades the rim, though, and there's Mallard for another board. And the Mounties doing a good job in this half of not turning it over when they get those offensive rebounds. That's a smart shot. Oh, just a little bit long from Fillmore. Can't pass that one up. She's been cold today from the field. Smith, yeah, that's a foul on Mallard. That's a good call. Didn't beat her to the spot and gave her a hip as she tried to turn the corner. It's a good call. So that's going to send Smith to the line as the Mystics are in bonus in this quarter. So Smith hasn't shot the ball well from the line. Gotten there a lot today, but not a high percentage. That's good for her. So good third quarter here for the Mounties. They've wrestled control of this game away, gotten this lead up to double figures where it remains. Exactly 10 now. 1:18 on the clock, it's moving. Bowen comes and meets that. Does a good job picking that up and getting it over half. Tilly on the attack. Pardon me, Godfrey to Tilly. Godfrey, can't squeeze the offensive rebound. Tilly, though, with the knockaway, takes it back, goes to the Euro step and can't finish. Really good defense. And then squeezing the rebound was Empringham. Now they got it over just in time. I thought the Mounties would step up and pressure Bryce there for a second. Turnaround, no good from Zay Smith. And rebounded by Mallard again. Now Tilly. Inside Bowen. She had one arm kind of not held by Bryce, but she was being physical, so made it difficult to catch that pass, and she didn't. Step back. Haven't seen one go, and now we do for Strickland. That step back is killer for her. Now a 7-point lead as the clock runs down, and it's turned over right at the buzzer here by the Mounties. Be
Almost at the
0.6 on
buzzer.
the clock, yeah. And it's going to be the Mounts ball, so we're going to go to our third quarter break here with the Mounties with a little bit of a 5-0 push here at the end of the quarter from the Mystics. Got it back to 7 into uncomfortable territory now for the Mounties, but we'll see how they react out of this. And I saw a fist pump over there, Ian Allen. What's going on?
At fifth set between Holland Hurricanes and Mount Allison Mounties in women's volleyball semifinal at the ACAA Volleyball Championships, being held at the pit, Lady Beaverbrook Gym. Well, it's a hole in the ground, but it works well. It's one of the best environments I've seen for play. It's a little intimidating the first time you're in there, but after that, it's great because you've got exact same sight lines no matter which way you're going. All, so it's great that way.
I love watching
Mountie. Holland had just scored, so Mountie has a 4-2 lead right now in that fifth set.
All right,
the fist pump. It's 3-4 now. The fist pump is when it went 4-1, and we started talking, and all of a sudden it's
4-3.
I'm going to be quiet now.
All right. Yeah, we don't want to jinx anything.
Okay, and sponsors.
Announcer jinx is real. Even though it's really not, I've got to maintain it so that I don't look bad when something that I say doesn't come true, or I don't need any of that.
Well, as commentators, we're invested in the sport at a level where we kind of wish we had control over what happened on the court.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I'm pretty certain that's where that's come from in the long run. No matter what level you're at, you kind of wish you were down there, but.
So at the third quarter break, Zay Smith leads the Mount with 15 on 9 for 16 from the line. She's gotten to the line 16 times as Zay Smith. That's the problem for the Mounties. She's also got 6 boards. Key to this fourth quarter is going to be keeping Zay Smith off of the line. 14 for Sturkle. It's really been a two-woman show. 29 of the 46 for the Mystics just from those two.
Well, normally Mystics have 4 legitimate outside shooters.
They do.
It'd be Sturkle and Strickland for sure, but also my brain is shutting down again. All of a sudden it went Newberry and Smith. Newberry in particular seems to be. Smith can be a little hit or miss from outside, but you still don't want to give her a chance to set up for an easy shot.
Yeah, I mean, Strickland's only had those two threes have been her only hoops of this game, so she's got 6. Newberry's 2 for 9, so really Empringham's 1 for 5. So the other ones that usually support aren't supporting today. Grace Tilly with 12, along with 4 boards, leads the Mount A. Godfrey with 10, Sadie Bowen with 10, And there's Danielle Alexander, 8 points and 13 big rebounds for your league's second leading rebounder. As we start the fourth with Roberts out there running the show for the Mounties. Rejects the screen. Good kick. One more pass to the corner to Miller. Short. Good box out over there. Beautiful. Thank you. Newberry went and got that rebound and was tied up, but it's going to stay with the Mystics.
Yeah, and volleyball, just to keep everybody who's not actually watching that one directly, Holland went up 6-5. Mount A has scored a point, so they're now serving 6-6 and 7-6.
And pardon me, that's Strickland 3. That was her own. That's her first shot for the game.
I thought she scored before.
I thought so too. Hold on. Something doesn't quite add up. No,
I was down at the other end.
Yeah, that's weird. I think they gave the 3 to the wrong person. Anyway, she's got 6, even though the box score doesn't.
You and I know. We've been watching.
She's taken 2 shots and made them both, and they've both been 3s. So normally,
we might make mistakes, but we don't fib.
Yeah, and we're dumb, but we ain't stupid. Big proud smile. Oh, that is tough catch, but the catch was made by Bella Taylor. Rebounded by Alexander. She's going to go back to the line for 2 free throws. Nice play there by Bella Taylor, her first action of the game.
And for volleyball, Mounty's gone up 8-6. They've switched sides for the second half of that.
Here we go.
5th set to 15.
All right. Some nerves in the pit and causing some nerves here for Mountie volleyball fans. And Alexander knocks one through. The lead now 8. And I saw another ENL fist pump, so I presume 1 more point.
I'll try to focus back here.
Dribble handoff to Zay Smith. Gets inside again. Can't get it up even to the glass. Good knockaway there from Miller. Nice defense. And the Mount bench is really upset she didn't get a foul call. Alexander, another rebound, knocked away nicely by Bryce. Going to stay with the Mounties. I did not see a foul inside on Zay Smith on that one. I thought the Mounties stayed pretty straight up, and she just kind of shot it into hands. Alexander now on the catch against Sturkle. She's going to attack, and she is. And that's a good attack. Just comes up short. Good defense from both Sturkle and Strickland. Sturkle into the 2 feet in the paint, back out to Strickland. Now they're going to run a screen roll. And that's a good one. Beating it over the top with Strickland. That's too easy. If you're gonna hedge that screen, if you're Alexander, you got to be tough and get turn. You can't let her turn the corner on you like that. And Mountie again, just kind of a little casual on the inbounding a little bit. We're lucky. That was good hustle by Bryce, making them take it out of bounds again. There's Roberts. Oh, he picked it up right where he can't, but they got away with it. Bowen now. A little pushing and shoving there between Bowen and Strickland. Godfrey, nice attack. Bowen's got 4 to go to work. She spins, gets it up on the glass. Gorgeous from Sadie Bowen. Over the outstretched hands of the steal. Godfrey this time with the pick at half court. She's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. The Mountie bench calling for an unsportsmanlike. I don't think that's right.
But it was definitely a good foul. It was a good foul on the ball. Made a play for the ball.
Yep.
It's the right play to make it this point of the game, and this time you just want to try and force them to put them on the line rather than give them the easy layup.
No, that was just a good foul. 100%.
Now the other offhand had been in the back.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would have agreed, but it wasn't.
Or you don't go for the ball, or you just hack and don't go for the ball. That's different. Or if they're ahead of you and you grab them from behind or something like that, that's when you get into unsportsmanlike territory. But that was good hustle from Bryce. She sprinted and got even and hacked at the ball and put her on the line now.
One of the fastest players on the court at the moment.
Yeah. No, I like the way Bryce plays defense. She's not a prolific scorer. She's got 4 in the game, but man, she's tough. Miller, a nice spin. Oh, she had Bowen, but Bowen able to collect the offensive rebound, but couldn't get the bunny to go. Empringham shares it with Jenna Matheson. Now back to Strickland. Strickland wants the handoff with Empringham. Empringham trying to turn the corner on Roberts. I think it's a good call. I think it's a good call. I don't think Taylor was there. She had ample time to slide in and get there, but she wasn't there with her feet set. So you can't really argue it.
My only note would have been the offensive player was stumbling into that contact. So it's whether they actually had any control themselves going into that contact would some bearing on it. But it's still a good. It's a 50-50 call on that one. And it said block charge is the hardest call in almost any game to make any sport to make consistent. To make consistently, it is the hardest.
That one was easy to me. I mean, if she wants to get that call, she's got to slide all the way over and not be there was sideways contact there. It wasn't chest to chest.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't expect that if I was coaching. I'd be angry at my player for not getting there. You had ample time. Your teammate made her – my thing was she made her do a banana cut. Like she rode her out far enough where you had ample time to get over there, right?
Yep.
And if you're not there,
a little quicker reaction, and you get shut the lane down.
That's on you if you're late.
And we've got 13-12 ball in play. This is from, and it is 13-13.
Little elevator play, nicely done. Oh, in and out. But there's Smith again, and a block from Miller. The Mount had a nice play run there. That elevator play for Strickland, and it was in and out. That would have been a big hoop. Patient on this one, or the Mounties. Miller now. Stopped by Empringham. Miller spins off of Empringham and then loses the ball out of bounds. I really like the physicality of this game, Ian. It's been fun to watch. Both teams playing really hard defensively. Ian.
Sorry. 14-13 serving for the match in St. Thomas.
Holland?
Nope, Mount A serving. 14
serving for the match?
Yep, Mount A serving for the match.
Meanwhile, dribble handoff here at Brigham to Strickland.
Yes.
They won.
Mount A girls have won that. Won their semifinal match.
5 sets.
3 sets. Oh, the other semifinal went 5 as well. So tomorrow afternoon's final between women's volleyball final will be between Mount A and UNBSJ, and they're going to be a little tougher than they showed up in their schedule, their finishing spot, because it was I believe Dominique Gendron, who's been for the standout player for them for the last 2 or 3 seasons, has been back in for the playoffs now.
Oh,
she's been out most of the time since Christmas.
All right then.
And they were looking really strong yesterday against St. Thomas.
So catch that on ACAA TV tomorrow. What time's that game? Will it be it'll be during one of these games, probably?
Oh, yes, it will.
We'll be getting the highlights again tomorrow, fans. So look for Ian Allen's Volleyball Corner tomorrow, again, on our broadcast. So back to near and present time now. It's the Mounties and the Mystics, 57-50. Mount A with a 7-point lead. And again, just dribbling it over half and picking it up. It's just, you can't be doing that at this point. Emma Roberts knows better than that. She is a 4th-year guard. She knows better than this dribble 2 feet over half and then pick up the ball. That is not part of the Tom Scabar press break, I guarantee you. And he's going to be talking about it as they go to break. So 57-50. And really, it's been a story of defenses here, really both ways, physicality and the way that the referees have called the game, which I've been a fan of. I like allowing physical play to happen, especially if it's not there's physical play that there's letting it go too much where it starts to talented offensive players just can't make a move without getting bumped off their line. Like if it's impeding the physical talent of the offensive players to the point where they can't even make a play, that's different.
Yeah.
But that's not the case here. If the offensive player makes a move and the defensive player is beating them to that spot and taking the contact,
great defense,
taking the contact, even if it's a lot of contact, taking the contact with the chest, beating the, then you got to let that go. That's got to be. You've got to allow the physical contact defensively, and the refs have done a good job today of allowing that to go for the most part, which is why that reach-in foul towards the end of the first half stuck out so much for us as a call that they've just not been making. Nice cut inside there from Jenna Matheson, but really good job walling up defensively inside by Bowen. Caused that miss. So the Mounties now 7-point lead, 5:27 clock, running fourth quarter. Huge game for them. They're looking to secure third place in the standings with 2 wins this weekend. Bowen out to Roberts, no good. And rebounded by Newberry. Newberry back to Strickland. She was not able to finish, and then Impringham knocked it out of bounds back to the Mounties. So when the Mounties have gone through some extended periods of time unable to score the ball, they've leaned on their defense, and the defense have gotten them great things. Bowen shares it, big to big. Bowen to Alexander. And that lead up to 9 now for the Mounties, and what a luxury to have 2 bigs that can pass the way that Bowen and Alexander can. Oh, nice rebound inside by Matheson. Squeezes through. Can't make the layup, though, and Alexander rips it down. Yeah, that's a right call. She's got to be able to rip that ball through high without catching somebody with an elbow.
There is still the point. If the elbow thing, as soon as your arms start going faster than your torso, it's supposed to be your foul.
Yeah, for sure. Zay Smith, we said one of the most important things is to keep her off of the foul line this fourth quarter. Guess what? She's going back. She's been terrific from the line. And the first one goes. So the Mount's been to the line. Now, and the save, no, it's going to be out of bounds. And Alexander looking for a call. Danielle's a little frustrated right now. Feels like she's being pushed around a little bit with no calls. I just think it's that regular old physicality that we've been talking about. So Smith's been to the line 20 of the 30 times for the Mount in total. Offensive rebound and pushback from Empringham. She's been quiet today. That's a huge one. Mounties a couple times almost got caught there. Bowen spins to the key. Can't get it to go. And Danielle Alexander can't squeeze the rebound, so it's down to 6. Is it going to be 4? No, missed inside there. And another travel. So the Mounties have to do a better job when they get to so many times they've ended the possession with a steal or a rebound, and then under just regular pressure from the Mystics, they've just turned it over.
Need to take a breath before they make that move after gaining control of the ball.
Absolutely. Sturkle with the turnaround, no good. There's Alexander. Now here they're coming again, trying to rip it away, and that's what you do. Beautiful job by Danielle that time. You rip it through without fouling, you get it to a guard.
There's the idea. Use the clock. Thank you. Slow it down a little bit.
And look at the wide open 3 they create. There's Alexander collecting without fouling. and laying it back in. That was so athletic.
Embringham went down, but she was pushing back again for the block out. And then Alexander just rotated her hips and Embringham fell down.
Yeah.
Because she stepped out of the way.
Yeah. And that's not easy to do.
Oh, no.
Because, a nice runner from Strickland. She's had a much better second half as Strickland in the lead 6 again. But that's a really difficult catch and finish for a player of any size. Guard, big, and a turnover again. And a missed layup, and there's Fillmore. Just such a smart job by Fillmore just to ride Newberry's hip just a little bit. I'm here. I'm not fouling you, but I'm here. And she missed that layup, and then frustration rode her back on the rebound. So smart from Fillmore. Even on a day where she's not giving you much offensively, she gives you smart stuff like that every single game. Yes, please. Now, this is what I want. Get the ball into her hands. That was almost a second call, and then another steal again.
And it's an intentional foul.
It is, unsportsmanlike, because she had a clear path and grabbed her around the waist.
Players, yeah. So it should be 2 in the ball, I believe.
And they've just been softer with the ball in key moments than have the Mystics. The Mystics have just created so many more opportunities. Mystics are being outplayed in this game. Outplayed. They're not playing as well as the Mounties.
I think we had 7 to 9 players out there trying to figure out what's going on. They didn't realize there's 2 shots on the ball.
Yeah, 100%. So a big chance here now for the Mystics is Zay Smith had a stretch there where she had missed some free throws, but she's making them of late. And now it's a 4-point game the Mounties find themselves in. Zay Smith. Oh, beautiful offensive set for another wide open 3 from Strickland. She missed, but they get it back, and now Smith. No good that time, but Tilly.
Yeah, she spun to the outside, saw Strickland, spun back quickly. Strickland reached in for the ball and got all arm.
Right, so that's got to be demonstrative of how to handle yourself, both the last time Danielle got that rebound, Alexander, and this time from Godfrey. You get that rebound, you squeeze it, make a quick move, or get it to a guard if you're not a guard. That turnover problem biting the Mounties here of late. If they can take care of the ball here the last 2 minutes, they're in the driver's seat, up 4. Step back. Oh, nice patience on the drop-off to Bowen. But really, really good defense by Matheson, walling up on Bowen. And now 1:55 on the clock. Sturkle returns, so it's Sturkle, Smith, Bryce, Strickland, and Empringham, the 5 for the Mount, and it is Bowen and Godfrey and Tilly and Roberts and Fillmore, the 5 for Mount A. Miss inside, and there's another rebound by Godfrey. Can't keep her balance and gets tied up, but the arrow is with the Mounties.
Yeah, Godfrey did a really good job of that one. Had troubles trying to control the ball, and made sure when she went down, foot stayed down.
Yeah,
she did not, so she didn't travel. As soon as she rolled, it was going to be a travel.
Yep, exactly.
We'll take the jump ball on that one for
100%.
sure.
Even if it was going to go the Mystics' way, you take the jump ball instead of the turnover. Good push from Roberts. Good find. Good catch. Good finish. Oh, that was tough. All the way around. That whole time you were holding your breath. Where's Ian Allen? I could see it. What? Don't do that. Oh, don't. Oh, nice play. It's one of those.
I'm still not quite sure how that ball got up and off the board, but it was an excellent job by Godfrey to do that.
Oh my goodness, it was
excellent job.
Yeah, I mean, I was questioning the push of Roberts at first, even though she was under control, had the Mystic on her hip, but still, okay, well, you're going to stop, right? Emma, you're going to keep going? And then she decided to make that pass High pass to Godfrey, who snagged it with one hand, put it on the floor between two Mystics, and then finished between two Mystics to give him a 6-point lead. Oh, we need to get replay on it up in this business here for next year. Add that to your list, Ian, of things to do. You need more to do, Ian. Ian, you need more to do. You don't have enough going on, Ian. I need you also in charge of replays.
It's on my list to try and see what I can figure out. It really is.
I know it is.
Honest, it actually is.
I would imagine. You're a perfectionist. So big last minute 25 here for your Mounties. The Mounts advance the ball. And I imagine they've had some real success running some intricate screen the screener stuff here for Strickland. Gotten her a couple of wide open ones. Now they just run her off a screen here. And clear out for a dribble handoff. 3 pop from the top is good. Huge one for Alyssa Bryce. And then the Mounties do a really nice job breaking that press. And then threw up a pass that concerned me for a moment. Nicely done again by Roberts. Open 3 again, no good. And now that's going to put Empringham at the line for 2 free throws as Godfrey. That's one where you got to go. You got to know time and score and where your fouls are at. If you're a player on the floor, you got to know when that's a good risk to take and a bad risk, because she had that play all in front of her to Ava Godfrey. She had to know that Empringham had the angle on that rebound. You've defended so well all game. Okay, you give up the rebound, you get back, you play defense. Now you put Empringham at the line, and this is going to be a 1-point game here if she makes this one, and she does. So 1-point game now. And checking back in is both Alexander and Fillmore. So they're your best press breaking group on the floor here now. Get it to Fillmore now. Get out of the way. Just get out of the way. That's a smart one. Pass to Godfrey. Pardon me, Tilly. Oh, and she gets it taken away. Does Godfrey. Now with the Mount can take the lead with a score. Driving the ball is Strickland. Up on the glass, no good. Really good defense over there from Roberts. Made that a difficult one. Now Roberts is going to face a double team along the sideline. They get rid of it. Oh, that was such a good pass and a hard one from Tilly. Inside to Alexander. Had Smith on her back, and then a foul on Tilly with 12 seconds left. So really it's been, oh boy, the decision making in the fourth quarter from the Mounties. And Empringham can tie and take the lead. She ties it. Ice water in it in Emma's veins. 3 for 3 here in the last minute. Can she go 4 for 4 and give them the lead? No, she can't. To the corner is Roberts. Smith all over.
Got to get the ball up.
They got to get the ball over half, and they do. And it's Godfrey to Fillmore. She's going to go to the line with .7 on the clock. And again, I'm questioning the strategy there. There's a lot of good things that can happen from pressuring the ball that far away. But, in and out on the first for Kate. She's got one, but that's what can happen. You can get into scramble mode and give up a foul with .7 seconds on the clock. I would have called him back and maybe at three-quarter court you pick him up, or half court. Fillmore for the lead. It's good! Timeout, Mystics. The clock operators accidentally ran the .7, so they're going to put the .7 back on. But Fillmore, she has had a tough time shooting the basketball today. By my count, 1 for 9 from the field. Hadn't been to the line all night. Misses the first. Puts a little pressure on that second one, Ian Allen. And she switched it.
And we've got a 0.7 seconds left, so pretty certain at this point we'll see Mystics move that ball up into the front court for the throw in. Yep.
And you can have probably no time for a dribble, I wouldn't think.
But you got
plenty of time for a catch and shoot. And it leaves all kinds of options open. .7. You can run, run a screen the screener where you're faking somebody to come out for an opening on the perimeter, and you run somebody back door, and you have a lob pass. There's all kinds of options you have here. You got plenty of shooters you can run off screens. You can use, Strickland as a decoy, for somebody like Bryce who just made that three, or you can use her out and out as the player you want to come off a double screen and get it. You can run all those elevator plays they ran for Strickland. You can run something for Sturkle, where she gets the ball, because even if you have somebody in her shorts, she's tall, she can get that shot off, right? So, lots of options here for the Mount. We'll see what they decide to pick. I would imagine the Mounties will be switching everything, but if you're a smart offensive team, you can use the switching against them by screening the switcher. So we'll see what happens here with .7 on the clock. Sturkle going to the rim. Yeah, there it is. She can't. Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds with 0.2 seconds left now. Mounties just have to get the ball in bounds, and they did a really, really good job, did the Mounties, on that. They saw where it was going to, and they were there to bother Sturkle on the catch. It was actually a really nice pass. Yeah. It's really the only place where Sturkle could catch it, but she just couldn't. The defense was up in her too much for her to catch that ball cleanly. So, Ian Allen. The advantage of having
Chirp's player of the game.
What's that?
Chirp's player of the game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. I say we go with Danielle Alexander. Ava Godfrey though. Oh boy.
I was thinking between those two myself, so we'll decide shortly who that's going to be.
Yeah, it's hard because. Yeah, Ava came off the bench for 11. Those 19 rebounds of Alexander.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty big number. I'd say that's pretty helpful to grab 19 boards. Let's say Danielle Alexander. You've just won the Chirps Bar Player of the Game. And by getting the ball in bounds here, really, the Mount can't get a shot off with 0.2 on the clock. It's got to be up in the air, so. Unless Mount A throws the ball back by their own net, we're going to be good here. The ball's in bounds. The Mounties win a big one, 64-63, to set themselves up nicely for tomorrow. A win over Kings in this gym tomorrow gives them third place heading into the playoffs and sets up a semifinal potentially in the Mount St. Vincent gym between these two teams next weekend for the right to advance to play, barring upsets, Stu in the finals. So, well done from the girls' Mounties. They tried to give it away at points in the fourth quarter, Ian, but they managed to hold on tight. And the big free throw from Kate Fillmore puts them over the top. Next up's the boys' game. We'll see you back here in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and just a quick reminder, we've got that action at 1 o'clock tomorrow for women's basketball and 3 for guys against Kings.
Yep.
And the women's volleyball will be playing UNBSJ tomorrow afternoon at noon.
There you go.
At the Lady Beaverbrook Gym in Fredericton for the ACAA Women's Volleyball Championship.
All right, people, we'll see you back here. Oh, looks like they're putting 9 on the clock.
They can't do that. They're supposed to put 20.
Yeah, they got to put 20. So we'll see you back here in 20, fans.